Not BS if I'm talking. Okay, thank you all. Okay, so the reason why I chose the topic when John reached out was because I've seen a whole lot of things happen, coming from my own experience. Let's say in the past month, I've had to go out to see if I can hire, you know, one or two people to help. So I was thinking of growing my husband's business. My husband's business is mostly on site, and that's where I'm actually coming from. So I'm actually more like his managing director, and I decided to go on to hire, let's say, a social media manager, a graphic designer, and also an Instagram engagement specialist. So a social media strategist and Instagram engagement specialist. And it was quite difficult getting someone or that's been filling in those three roles because I don't know why it was hard because I have a community of people, like people who are learning, who started the journey. So I decided to go in and I tried it out and it was bonkers. Like they expected me to tell them what to do. They expected me to, draft out like a plan and everything. And I've also had people reach out to me in my inbox and tell me, okay, how they can start their virtual assistant journey, how they can what does it take and everything. And when I kind of got close to them, I understood that the problem was them, not even whoever it is they paid to, because obviously some people pay for mentorship, some people pay for coaching. End of the day, they tell you that they are not seeing results, they're not seeing results, and not knowing that just because they were not proactive enough to take certain steps made them kind of like stuck. So as a virtual assistant, one major skill that we should have as an executive virtual assistant, because when you start, you can start as a general virtual assistant and you transition into being a virtual assistant and an executive virtual assistant. Executive virtual assistant, you serve just executives. So let's say as an executive virtual assistant, you go on to serve not just your client, it's more like a broader phase kind of. You're serving both the MD, the executive, and the team members. You're providing support. So if you see my LinkedIn, I said your support system, executive and virtual assistant, and your support system. So I'm not just serving you, I'm also serving the team members. So let's imagine right now, let's say John Digner is my boss, and he has a team of people who provide either social media, the marketing team. So now my role as executive virtual assistant is more like it transcends from him. He can ask, okay, what do you need? So how will I put it? So let's imagine who I'm trying to give an example so you understand what I mean in the sense of executive virtual assistant. So you come into the office, let's imagine you're an executive assistant, you're not offering the job, the role virtually, now you're doing it on site. Hired as an executive assistant, you're serving the main person, the founder. You're serving the founder, or you're also serving the team member. So it's cross-functional as well. They might need you to do certain things. So, and in the process, you have a whole lot of idea of what is going on from top to bottom. From top to bottom, you have a whole lot of idea of what's happening from top to bottom. Now imagine you're in that role and you expect them to tell you what to do. No. In that role now, you kind of like anticipate what is going to happen, what they need. You already have an idea of what is happening. You already know what's going on in the back end. So you already know what they need before even they resume work. If they're able to transition maybe into a new CRM tool, you're able to know exactly what it is they need, how they need it, and how to go about it. So one major skill is to anticipate. Anticipate. And how do you have to build that skill? So let's say right now you're in your journey, you're learning as an intern, and you want to grow and build your own and maybe grow professionally. You have to learn. Nobody's going to wake you up and say, okay, this is your to-do list. This is what you're going to do. No. You have to anticipate your own need first before you be able to anticipate someone else's need. That is a major skill. It's something, and another thing too is confidentiality. So you have to anticipate and be proactive enough to make them, like there's a post I made recently, said, your role should be one that it'll be like not just a nice to have, but something they can't do without. The more you work with them, like I have clients I've been working with for the past more than 1 year. And I don't know how many of you followed my post, but I gave birth around July. I gave birth July. The downside of working virtually is because if it's not a full-time role, if it's not a steady, thank you. If it's not something that's like official, like it comes with HMO, it comes with health insurance, it comes with leave, like all those things. If it's you're just your brand, but you're offering us based on contract phase, you might not be have that benefit of going for leave or anything. But I was pregnant. I worked from all through. Like, even when I needed time off, they're like, a blessing, how are we going to do it now? Like, okay, can you say the things you're doing for us? Sometimes they don't even know what you do, but they know you're doing a lot. Can you say the things that you do for us so that we can see how maybe other of our team members can take off, like take some, like share the role, share the work and take it. I'm like, okay, I can do that. I did it. And it was time for me to like go and like, blessing, okay, is there a way you can, like, it's more like they didn't want me to like let me put to bed in front of them. So I don't know how many of you, I posted a picture where I was in labor and I was still carrying my laptop. Like I was in hospital bed, I was my laptop. After giving birth, I still carried my laptop. I still continued working. So it's more like I've worked with them to the point that it's not if nobody's indispensable, quite all right. But the fact that I can be proactive enough to do certain things that most of the team members don't even want to do. Some of them just get the job because of the money. But if you actually want to succeed and work long term with your clients, with people, with your team members, you have to be proactive. And proactive, you have to anticipate their needs. Like I have one of my team members now, they're trying to transition into a new CRM. I've been learning about that CRM since, because I know that eventually they want to give, like, the beauty about working with especially foreign clients is they don't like stress. They don't like stress. So if they now get somebody that likes taking that stress off them, it had to replace you. I'm not using pigeon. It had. Like, because I was opportune to be on the hiring side for one of my clients. Like I went to Upwork to help them. They have like Upwork accounts, so they normally hire team members from Upwork. And a few of the people, like, it was even hard for me to even hire, because the pay test we did, they just submit. They were just focused on the money, financial. Like, let me do this and get more. They were not proactive. And I knew who I served. I've been working with them for a year plus. Next year we'll make it 2 years. I know that they need people who are proactive, people who are committed, people who are dedicated. Have this skill, and I bet you, I'm not kidding, they will treasure you, like even yourself, you'll be thanking God on a daily basis. How did I come across this people? I know, yes, that there are clients, there are people out there that they can be nasty. They can be so unkind. They might not be able to pay you well. But one thing I tell people, especially when they complain to me, this my client is not paying me well, is bombarding me with loads and loads of tax to do. I'm like, you're the cause. It's your fault because you didn't package yourself well. Why? Why do I say so? Because many people see VA roles as, just small money role. You can pay $5 per hour, $8 per hour for the role, $10, $15 per hour. So it's easy. There's even one I saw when he wanted to hire me. Eventually, like, he was, checking out different people, and based on the fact that I was proactive enough to, I wish you guys would follow me. I post regularly. Like, you see, I post one that she said in her comment, like, okay, can you be the first virtual assistant on my team? Like, my first team, I'm her first team member. Like she now put engagement ring there, because when she did like a test, because sometimes for the hire, you don't want to know if you actually know what you're doing. So most times they don't even care about your portfolio. You see, virtual assistant role, don't even think about building portfolio, because sometimes you might use that to shoot yourself in the foot. Yes, I said it. I'm telling you, like me now, the only thing I have is I have a portfolio of reviews. Like people I've worked with, things they've said about me. I compile it in a very nice way and keep it. But you say anything portfolio, which portfolio I want to? Do I want to start gathering my client's calendar? I mean, our email? No, that will sack me because it's confidential. If you want to transition into being a video, see, you have to be confidentiality. Confidentiality is number one. No. If you see me posting, see, I only post maybe pictures and maybe screenshots. And the screenshots are they blur their this out. It's only two of my clients that I made it official, like working with them. It's official. They have me on their websites and also, and I repost their posts. So I can easily, if they say anything nice, I can easily just screenshot it. They know. We even chat on Facebook everywhere. So it's more like we're like a family. So if I want to post about it and it's okay, this is a nice thing they said about me, yes. But every other person, nah, I can't. There was the time I even did mistakes. My mentor, she follows me. I have a mentor. Yeah, another thing you should have it too is a mentor. Is a mentor. Very, very important. You see, I'm talking about different things now. Very, very important because sometimes proactivity might not come natural to you. You might be the lazy. I wasn't this proactive. I was always like I laid back, go with the flow of life. Any way I see I might take on. But immediately I ventured into this role, I knew that being proactive, man, being proactive is being proactive, being confidential, being able to anticipate their needs, and being able to see your ability to learn. The ability to learn. The ability to learn, like be able to say, okay, I want to learn. Like, don't allow them to tell. That's where see proactivity. If I want to start talking, is one big word, but there's a whole lot of things under it. Be proactive. You don't wait for someone to tell you, don't post this thing now. It's too confidential enough. You know, so there's a whole. It has like it's a one big word, but plenty branches there underneath which you have to do, anticipating it, being confidential, being able to learn, because learning is our currency in the VA world. You can't stick with what you know. If I decided to talk with what I know since, if I tell you how I started my VA role, where I remember my first job, if I start talking, we'll stay here for 1 hour. My first job, I remember vividly, I can't forget. I have my mentor. I always said, I have a mentor. John is someone you know that yes, he's the one holding this. If have him to guide you on the journey. He has years of experience. Have him to guide you on the journey. You need mentorship, you need guide because sometimes we don't know what we are doing. When I started, I thought I knew it all, this and that and that. At the end of the day, I decided to have a mentor. And I remember my first role, I used the proposal. I saw he said he needed somebody to help with. I can't remember the job description. I don't even know what job description is, but I saw ChatGPT. I saw WordPress. I saw data entry, documentation, and I just started. And he needed it. And I said, okay, I said something. What if I go ahead to do a sample on this job? Because I know you need somebody right now. What if I go ahead to show you that I can do it? Just do like a test sample and submit it to you in within 2 hours and know if we're a good fit for each other. And immediately he responded, 2 minutes, that's an Upwork. And I did a test. The test didn't even take me up to 1 hour. And immediately I saw offer, $8 per hour. That's my first. I hear most VAs say that their first offer is $3 per hour, $4 per hour. But that was last year, $8 per hour. And I worked with him for like 6 months. Within that 6 months, guys, I did a whole lot of things. I was doing video editing. I was doing data entry. I was doing documentation. I was doing project management. Like the man, he carried me go where I don't know. But that was like a learning curve for me. Now imagine all those that was not the agreement though. Initial one was ChatGPT. Like the job description, he needed me to go into his e-commerce website, like copy and paste certain things, go to ChatGPT because ChatGPT was like the wave last year, and when it has come out, but ChatGPT was people were thinking whether they should go with it, but now everybody has become a normalized something. So he needed someone that knows how to use it. So imagine now that I didn't learn how to use ChatGPT from a mentor. YouTube is like my best friend. So there are things he would just tell me, do this, do that. Sometimes I'll just go to his Instagram, check what he's doing and everything. I'm like, okay, how can I replicate this thing? So that because initially that was the agreement. Our contract, like the major thing finished within 1 month. But I asked myself, how can I go on to serve this man? Because he's the only client I have. And I don't test dollar. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. And I know they apply, it's nothing they come out. So how can I create more room? You understand? How can I create more room for myself with this man? And that's where and I learned, taught myself how to be proactive, understood his industry, understood his business. And I told myself, sir, I know what the things that you might be finding difficult to do. He was like, yeah. Like I said, I can come in and help you. I don't know all those things. I don't know Jack. But I went to YouTube and I learned. I also have and having a community of proactive people. I heard when John was saying accountability partners. Yes, accountability partners is good, but having a community of proactive people, we push you to be proactive. What did we not do last year? I have a community. We're still together and we're like 7. And I have one. Her name is Greeners. If you go Sam Oto Abasi, that's her name on this. Like they call her Yahoo Girl. She don't know Jack. But if she see proposal, she see the money big, $25-$30 per hour. She go right, she go calm down. Go to YouTube, understand, ask ChatGPT, what does this job entail, this and that. She'll check, calm down, then go. See, and the thing is, she'll tell you nothing where she no feel learn. Now she's into more of cyber security. She even got published on their website recently, like like they were give like better review. She said nothing where she no feel learn. So far I say you YouTuber, she go learn now. So the fact as in sometimes we go to hear about the call her Yahoo Girl, but she pushed me because she was in our community. She pushed me to be more proactive. Sometimes I say, this man just a pack up to give me. I be waiting I go do the man self. No, they even give. Sometimes I'll stay the man 1 week, nothing happening. I'll be earning maybe $50. I'll be like, I need more money. This $50 no they do me. See me, maybe say if I see $50 was big to me back then. I'm like, this $50 no they do me. So I say this is Now, you want me to tell you what you go do? Go and talk to find there are things that he's struggling with. You can do it. Go in, and that was how we started and everything. And guys, I outgrew him. Do you know what it means to outgrow a client? If you look back, if they come meet you now and give you a job, you know go take because their money too small. That was what happened. We worked for 6 months, and within that 6 months, I was proactive enough to learn, to grow, and started applying for jobs. So from $8, I got my next role that was $12 per hour because I was proactive. And that was an executive virtual assistant role. Then I continued growing, I got the next one for 15. Guys, why? Because I was proactive. And money, if money never motivates, I saw one Twitter this thing that trended I think early this week. They said something about Nigerians waiting, and the guy now said, just tell them say you go pay per hour. The motivation, they will do the work so that you go to beg them go and sleep. And that's what's happening to me right now. So imagine me, I was pregnant. I'm all pregnancy here. Hey, it choke. But I still did it every single day that I was pregnant. I worked. And I had somebody in my community too. She gave birth. The next day she went to work. I didn't plan to continue working, because me this year I said, that's lazy aspect of me wanted to come back immediately I got pregnant. I said this year I will take it as it is. Since I've been working with my clients, I had 2 clients, major clients I was working at. You see them on my LinkedIn. Since I've been working with them and we've been like, they know if you sack me anytime soon now. Let me just continue, working with them instead of looking for more people. I beg. And it was easy peasy because I've gone, but that I would have gotten stuck if I continued like that. So that lady gave birth, and the next day she went back to work. I said, Ilonya, what did they do you? You don't go rest. So she was like, my friend, shut up. This is who go feed me, who go feed this pikin. And at the money my husband they bring, now I won't use feed. I don't say I don't test money. I won't continue. I said, you too like money. She said they did now. And she had all the support she needs. So she went ahead, hired a help, hired a nanny. Her mother was there for her. So she had all the time in the world. So as she's resting and breastfeeding baby, she's also working. And what made it easier is because, as you continue working, you become an expert in your field. You'll be hungry to learn more. And you'll be hungry to taste more money. That's one thing. If you continue working, the more you do, So like if you're someone that doesn't know how to type fast before, so let's say your typing speed was like, let's say 20 words per minute. You continue working every day. Within 1 month, it might increase to 30 words per minute. Before you know it's 40 words per minute because you're working every day. So the more you do it, you become an expert at it. And you'll be hungry for more. Like me now, next year, I've already scheduled a post and say, I'm increasing my rates. I put it with a storyline. This is how I started, and this is where I'm going, and these are the people I want to continue working with. So the more you do it, the more proactive you are. You will outgrow some people that before that you they beg to work with them. So that's the beauty of being proactive. And if you want to be a VA, you can't succeed as a VA if you're not proactive enough. Currently I'm working with I'm trying to expand into building, like I have like a mini agency people are outsourced to. Like if you see the way I'm active on LinkedIn, I don't get work because I want to see. I'm in a community of people are earning like 50, 100. People know Jasmine Alish on LinkedIn. They're paying him 500 per hour. He doesn't have two head, nah. He doesn't have two head. So me too. One day I will. You get. So how will I get that? Is by being proactive and being able to want to learn more. See, the digital landscape is evolving rapidly, rapidly. So as you're here, don't get stuck with what you just have on the side. No, and that's one thing I like about being a virtual assistant. See, content writing, I did do content writing. Graphic design, I do graphic design. It's like a skill of all skills. There's so many skills packed inside of being an executive. It's not really a role. It's not really, I don't know how to put it. It's not really like a skill. You're providing support virtually. You understand? So how are you providing support virtually? You're doing a whole lot of things. It's an umbrella that houses many roles. Then who are you providing support to? Who are you assisting virtually? You understand? And how can you transcend? How can you grow to a point? Me, I want to go to a point that I will have like a full-time, like imagine working with Elon Musk as his personal assistant. Jesus, not to the travel go space now. I'm not saying the guy not will pay me anything less than 500 per hour. You understand? It's even cheap to himself. You get. So see me as I do. So I have people working for me, and I'm working for people, and I'm still hungry for more. See, some people will tell you virtual assistant you can pay the three. See, now how you package yourself, now how you put yourself out there, the value. How do you are you worth? I was discussing with one of my clients. I was like, next year I'm increasing my rate to, like I said, it's casually, like yeah, I know that you have to grow, and she's so supportive. She's the best. She's the best of the best of the best. You understand? And why? Because you're so confident. Like now, I can't even say her name. I can't even say certain things or what I do behind the scenes. That's how confidential I am. You understand? You have to be confidential. You have to be proactive. You have to after this call, I'm going to go and learn one of the CRMs that we're going to use. You understand? You get to learn a lot of things. You get to grow. See, if you can't learn, don't even think about being a virtual assistant. Don't even try it. Don't even try your village people. You understand? Because they will outgrow you and they'll push you one side and get someone else. They'll be the one asking themselves, what's the need of having a virtual assistant? I had, like, if I'm telling you my experience, someone like, I had someone who she was so overwhelmed. She needed someone to help her with support. She was reaching out, and eventually she hired me. And every day she sees things going smoothly and or whatnot and different things. And at the point, come like say she don't need. You understand? She don't need. Oh, okay. Before you know it, 1, 2, 3 days, she comes and said, true, I did do things behind the scenes. And I always let her know, always let her know. And now it has become to a point that she knows that it's just like sweeping the house. Somebody is coming every day to clean the house for you. And to you, you feel the person, why is the person coming every day? The house is always clean. Now the person stop for 1 month now. Nobody go tell you to beg the person come back. Because the house will be dirty. So that's what we do. We are like virtual support cleaners. We help to make sure that they don't, as in that stress, we take it off for them. We're like their support system. And sometimes, like when we see things going astray, you get like we tell them, okay, this is how you can come back in. How can you do all those things by being proactive? If you see things going left, like sometimes I'll say, this person's invoice is yet to reflect on what's going on. She'll have like, oh no, it's this thing they're supposed to pay. Don't worry about that. Are you sure? You understand? Coming in, effective communication. Effective communication. Just because you're doing the task doesn't mean you don't let them know. I have somebody I had, I'm going to even stop working with her this month. That was she lacks effective communication. If as in she lacks effective communication is my problem. And me, I like communication. It's not as if I like attention, but let me know that something is happening. You understand? There's so see, if you want to succeed as a VA, know your worth, be proactive, anticipate their needs, effective communication. See, I can and be ready to learn and unlearn and relearn. Everybody has different styles. Every executive have different styles of doing things, different CRMs, they use different systems. You have to learn. Because if you don't learn, it'll push you and bring somebody else that can do it. You understand? I don't know if people follow Erin Boots on YouTube. I started following her to learning certain things. I think she, as at last year, she was earning 50 per hour, and motivated me. I'm like, how will I? What will I do to learn? It sounds like a drag share to show you how passionate I am about this, because I've seen so many people. Anybody will come my inbox, I need to answer them. I'll ask you, do you love what you? And yes, do you have to love what you do? You have to be passionate about what you do. You have to be passionate. There's money to be made. See, if you learn that, you see these foreigners, they don't like stress. And we are jackies, we like stress. Nigeria alone has stress. We are used to stress. So now ask yourself, how can I take this burden off these people? What do I need to do? You have to infuse yourself to the point that they will not want to, they will not want to take it for granted. And they'll always need you. So the fact that they always need you, you're getting more money, you're getting paid, and they'll pay you on time. If I start sharing stories I've had like with different clients and everything, even to the point that one was questioning, why did you charge me this and that? Like, it's like you don't value me. Like my sister is a Gen Z. As I say, you're stressing me. Let me go. Because like me, I know what I do. You understand? You have to come. I started laying out things that I did. I've been laying it out, but they were neglecting it. And you have to have like a record. Especially, I like having evidence of work. Not to show public or no. For them, confidentiality, yes, but you have to communicate effectively. I went in, I started stating things that I need to the points that even the operations manager was like, wow, you do all of this and you have a child. My baby just completed 3 months. And I'm see me still working. Because I know where I'm coming from. Tinubu is not smiling at me. And I don't want to be smiling at Tinubu because I'm vexing with him. So I know my country, there's so many things that I want to achieve. You have to be ambitious too, but positively ambitious, not ambitious to the point that you want to see, and you have to do things the right way. In our community, somebody was saying about one of the VAs that they brought in, but sometimes they can hire 2 or 3 VAs. One of the VAs they brought in, and she was imputing manual time up and down. Today she will add 6 hours. Next day she will ask without any evidence of work or anything. So she's asked her, how will she advise the girl? I said, I get the go so sucker. Her village people, they're finding them. You have to be confidential, and you have to be trustworthy. You have to be trustworthy. Like if you notice, see, I only post about my stuff on LinkedIn and Instagram. I don't feel like post all this. You see somebody posting evidence of what I just got this showing screen. You cannot do that in our industry. Now they will sack you. They will push you. You have to be confidential enough. How will I? As I said, in our industry, you don't have portfolio. Portfolio you have is portfolio of reviews. Maybe reviews they've given you in the past, and you have to cloud their name, especially if you signed an NDA in the contract. You have to block their name out. You understand? Are you guys hearing me? Like say I talk to myself because I'm only seeing myself. Everybody's I'm not seeing anybody on video. Okay, thank you. So you have to be confidential enough. As in, I can't state this, anticipate their needs and be like I need to hammer it on everybody's head. You have to be confidential. If you go on my own work, I only have certificates. Certificate I got from, courses I took. I only have, I don't even use, well, don't tell why I even use up except I have to operate it before they don't come out. Because you don't think. I get most of my clients from LinkedIn, I get from Instagram, I get from different places. So you have to be proactive. Proactive in the way you position yourself to the point that they can trust you. Like after this call now, I have the next 1 hour, I have like an interview. You have to be proactive. You have to be detail oriented. Mm-hmm. Detail oriented. You don't make mistake in your writing, because you're like the gatekeeper before it's like before the clients, because you also obviously admin work, client management is involved. So just imagine this. They hired you as an assistant. You started work in the building, not virtually now on site. So let's say you're working as an assistant to the general manager for MTN. You have your office. Your office is close to the MD's office. Obviously, if you watch movies a lot, I watch a lot of assistant movies, so I also learn. And things you do on a daily basis will also mirror how you do your work. Like me, I watch. If you're an assistant and if you're planning to be a virtual assistant, you've not watched Suits, Suits, the movie, that darling. Okay, that lady, the fair lady. How many of you have watched Suits? How many of you have watched Suits? Nobody. Anyway, it's an assignment. People should go and watch Suits. The assistant there, learn from her. She calls herself the best legal assistant in the whole of the US. I watched that movie. I said, what's going to make this girl they call herself? When I learned from her, just one simple error, mistake, what she made her to lose, as it was a big case. Just error. You see that? Oh God. I had to rewatch that episode again. Just one error which she make. Although I think I don't know whether, I can't remember if she did it consciously or unconsciously, like whether she knows, say she do maybe she don't know, say, but one error. You have to be detail oriented because you're like the gateway to the person you're managing, to your team members. So how you write, how you talk, even in your brand, how you do things reflects kind of who they are. I remember one lady posted on LinkedIn about people insulting assistants because obviously she made it known that she has an assistant. She goes everywhere with her executive assistant. And she made a post that you cannot be thinking of having access to me and be rude to my assistants. Kole work now, you will not get to me. You have to, find if to the point that marinate. I don't know if you guys are like gateway. You have to be nice enough to her to the point that she would want to, say, okay, mention your name to me. See, there's a lot of things. Sometimes when you apply or send emails, code emails or something, like do certain things to all these founders, CEOs, and you wonder why they're not responding. Sometimes like their assistants. I do it a lot too. I do it, like I'll check because that's my job, to bring in important emails, important messages, because they don't have time. They don't have time to be checking something that will not grow their business. So whatever it is I'm bringing to them has to be something that will impact their business positively. So when I see something that doesn't make sense, delete straight up. You understand how? Because I know I'm proactive enough to know. See, our role does a lot of proactivity, and you have to know your worth too. I don't know how much. I don't know if people have started putting yourselves out there, but know your, because we do a whole lot. If you go on LinkedIn now, if you mention VAs, they look down on VAs. I was in one live and look down on VAs, but that's one of the reasons you see I post every day. I tell VAs, you have to be, we do a lot. So you don't have to be paid peanuts for what you do. And how can you not be paid peanuts for what you do? You have to be proactive enough to the point that they can't do without you. They can't do without you. It's a big role. It's a role that is here to stay. I'm telling you guys the truth. Product managers, marketing people, project, they only do what they're there to do. Analyze systems, see what's working and what's not working. But who is providing those due supports? Who is documenting certain things? Who is gatekeeping certain things? Who is organizing So because they can be, I had I did email. See, if I start showing, if I start, if confidentiality was not part of our role, see, I for don't blow tete. They for don't they pay me sef for social media because a lot of things to bring a lot of engagement. I had, I said, you see, sometimes email is a mess. You have to go in, make sure it's organized so that they will not miss out on important information because most of them they use 90% they use their emails. So we do a whole lot. You have to be proactive. You have to be able to learn. You have to be able to anticipate their needs. You have to understand them. You have to understand them. Like sometimes I reply as my boss because I already know her style. Like it's more like I'm mirroring her. I already know what she can say, what she doesn't say, what punctuation marks she uses, how she responds to certain things. So I know things that if that needs her attention, I bring it to her. Do you understand? It's one of the reasons why I did not like when I was like I do a whole lot. I'm also my husband's assistant, managing director. So it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Another thing is if you want to work with people, mind the people you work with. They should also have the same passion as you. They should also be proactive as you. You understand? So it doesn't spoil your image. It doesn't spoil your reputation. You get. So I hope I have been able, with these few points of mine, I hope I have been able to say one of the things that motivates you and want you to continue on the journey as a virtual assistant. Yeah, I don't really, there are people, yes, there are people who are in the core tech roles, website developers, cyber security people. Yeah, all those people, they are doing it. But who are those people supporting them? They also need support. So see, our role, even in the next 20 years to come, you go see they there. Being an assistant has been there as old as time. It don't take. So now it has been, modernized. Now we can offer it virtually. We can offer it on site. You can offer it in so many ways. Elon Musk has an assistant. Check out the big people out there that are doing exploits in the world. They have assistants. They can't do without an assistant. You understand? But you have to package yourself out. You have to see this guy now. What's his name? This guy on TikTok that is trending that has this his AI girlfriend. He posted the one video that people started dragging him. He said he wants to hire a personal assistant. You understand? But it depends on how you package yourself. I mean, I cannot go and apply for that kind of role because now abuse, now house girl work, they won't go to give those people. But when you're offering it virtually, there's a whole lot of respect. It depends on you. It depends on how you see yourself. I'm not saying you should have pride, I'm saying you should know that you have a whole lot to offer. And how do you know if you have a whole lot to offer? Is if you can be able to learn, be able to be adaptable, be able to be confidential. See, I cannot see this confidentiality here. It has made people lose their jobs. So I see some people use screenshots their clients' email and then be posting it as evidence. This is how they're able to manage. Now sack straight. Now they will sack you. So the way they will come up to you, you say you wake up one morning, you see that you've lost access to so many things. You understand? So please see yourself as a professional. And when it's time for you to go out there and position yourself so well that they can trust you. See, once they trust you, you work with them for a very, very, very long time because as an assistant, you've mastered. When I had that first interview as an executive virtual assistant, she said something. Well, she's the best person ever. She said that she's looking for to hire somebody who understands her, who will grow with her. And that's one beauty thing. As their business is growing, so you're growing. It's a win-win. It's a win-win kind of thing. So she needs someone who will grow with her, someone who understands her. So she did a test. Doing the tests, I made my research. You see research, made my research, did a lot of things. We're now down to two people. The two people, me and the lady, we're still best of friends. So she's the one I said that she gave birth. Two people and she hired me. The lady reached out to me, like, I see she hired you. I was like, yeah, from there we started talking and became friends. But what I'm trying to let you know is don't take your role for granted because and how many of you have VA portfolios here, Bacon? If you have, be honest, raise up your hand. Let's start the conversation from there first. How many of you have VA portfolios? John. Hello, John. Can you hear me, John?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So how many do like, I don't know how you do it with your students, but do they have virtual assistant portfolios?
Not yet. You're still heading there. But
Please
since
don't people head there. Don't head there because they should have, like, I don't know if you offer certificates. They should take courses like certificates. Then if they've worked for one or two persons in the past, you can also give them review. You understand? Let's
yeah,
say
sure.
if they're done, yeah, you do reviews. So they can start with that and they start positioning themselves out there. Because what, okay, at any case, you say you have a portfolio. At any case, you cannot meet yourself and tell me honestly what's inside your portfolio. At any case, at any care, did I pronounce it?
Good
You're raising your hand.
afternoon. Good
Yeah, good.
afternoon.
So
Yes.
what's
Eh,
inside your portfolio?
I built my portfolio through all the dummy experience, dummy work that I've done.
Yeah, what's inside your portfolio? What the
I
specific
have
items?
I have email, I have data entry work, I have canvas, I have a lead generation, then I have like 4 or 5 I have.
Array. The email, whose email is it?
I use my own.
Okay, you can use yours. Hope there are no vital information there.
No,
You can use
no.
yours. If you want to, you can show how you organize your own email. That is acceptable. You can use yours. Then the lead generation beacon, what's inside the, I know it's a spreadsheet. What's inside?
Yes, I extracted the question, I mean the work from the YouTube. There's a site there. So from there,
What specific information is inside the spreadsheet?
the email, the phone number, the location.
So now let's imagine you post this online,
Okay.
the email, phone number. You don't know that there are people out there. So if I come across it, I'm like, let me copy this phone number, start calling them. You can use your, they'll start now. You've put it out there for the world to see. So let's imagine that's like a lead generation tool for one of your clients. Just imagine, let's just imagine you had a client, and that spreadsheet now is there. The script leads, and you now put, say, a screenshot. You now put it there, out there as your portfolio. Then now the client now happened to now come across your portfolio and saw it there. You just imagine, just imagine I'm the person and you are the client. What will you do?
That's going to be very bad.
Exactly. Exactly.
Very bad.
Exactly. Yeah, the Canva stuff. Yeah, the Canva. Yeah. See, I tell you, I don't have portfolio. Like I was doing portfolio before. My mentor said, "Don't just imagine." She played this thing out for me and me self call reason. I'm saying that true. There's no need for having it's sample. Like I told you, my first job, I did sample. I said, okay, what if I go ahead and show you that I can show them that you can do it? Most of the time, I did a test this on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, I did the test. They want to the test. They didn't even ask me. The test was all about if I'm detail oriented enough to be her personal assistant. This is like a full time, something that it might make me to travel and everything. So I did it. It was intense. They didn't ask me all this Canva because they already assume that you know. As I said, learning. Sometimes they already assume that you know. You just have to show them that you can do it. It's showing them that you can do it. And it's even an opportunity to create a conversation. Imagine you're going on Upwork, and I don't know where you guys will start getting your clients. For me, I started my own from Upwork. Imagine you go on Upwork and you come across a job description. Sometimes it's not even just they might ask for portfolio. Some of them don't even know that. Don't need, some of them are not even professional enough to know that you don't need to send portfolio. You can show them, say, I can create samples for you from your website. The second client I have right now that is official that we have on website, she asked me, I never showed her, she asked her, I said, okay. She asked me certain things. I cannot show her that I can do it because this is what she needed. I showed her I can do it. I went to her website. I did like design with her name, did everything, showed her things that I can do. Craft, that's what you have to, is work. It took me like 3 hours to do that because I created a Google Slide to show that I can use Google Slide. I created a Google Slide presentation. I did like a different flyer and everything. Like I went ahead to now show like I even said okay because she needed someone to help her with her LinkedIn and everything. I showed her this and I stated in the this in that I created like one page. This is what you need to do. Said in designing the interview. It's mostly during interview that they'll ask questions to even know if you can do it. You understand? Sometimes it's even in the chats. Mostly it's through chat because sometimes when your chat is now going having killer, that's when they know that you don't know what you're talking about. If you know what you're doing, you understand. It's from interview, it's from the talk, it's from your proposal, it's from evidence like going to their website doing research. Most of us are not too lazy that you don't want to do all those things. You feel it's stressful. You just go and carry a portfolio you saved like 2 months ago now send it. You will not. Why? That's why you're not getting response now. When you show them that yes, I tell you, all my work is mostly samples and maybe interview. I'll tell them this is what you can do, this is what you should not do. They know that yes, you can do it. Sometimes if I might not even know, I'll just go YouTube, watch like 10 minutes video, sharp, sharp, do everything. It's okay. See, there's nothing you cannot do. There's no tool you cannot learn because those tools out there, most of them are paid for. So they made it in a way that anybody that pays for the tool can use it. You understand, can use it, and they have guides on how to use it. It's just for your ability to now learn how to use it. You might not learn everything at once in a day, but if you have an idea, basic idea, I'm telling you, you score that person. You score that person, especially when you tell them that you're charging like 20, 25, 30, you understand, per hour, that kind of thing. You get now, you know the drill at Denike. So when you put that kind of high money, you have to go higher. You have to be proactive. You have to. So there's a whole lot of work. See, being a VA is amazing. Being as especially if you're not working with executives, it's amazing. It's stressful. Yes, my baby now is with my nanny. As I'm talking to you, I'm watching them on camera. You understand? So my baby is my nanny. Everything, because now I'm now opportunity to hire somebody to help me take care of baby. I've pumped milk and keep inside the freezer. So when it's time, she'll warm it in room temperature and give it to her. Then when Danny is done, if I'm done with everything I'm doing, I'll not carry my baby. She self knows side the hustle now so that things go sweet for her. About the two, you understand, country guys today. When time reach, if you want to travel, fine and good. But see, if you don't, I'll leave with this parting notice. If you don't like, if you come from nothing, that should be enough motivation for you. If you come from nothing, I know where I'm coming from. Oh, I'm just remembering. I know where I'm coming from. Eh, I know how me and my husband started. Guys, I don't gonna go back. I don't gonna go back. You understand? So if you have that motivation, no excuse. We don't need to have lights. Their days will stay. Transformer have spoiled our streets. God, thank God we moved from that area. That area was terrible. Transformer was spoiled. I'll carry laptop. My laptop self, the battery was coming from the ash. If they use rubber band to hold them. The laptop try more than 10 years. I carry it, go to one of boutique. I don't know them. I start creating conversation. So they'll be, so they'll feel allow me, even if it's 1 hour, let me find something and do some. Hey, no excuse. Somebody is telling me that they did this thing, they have this. No, you should not have any excuse. I say I slept in my friend's place. Married woman, I slept in my friend's place just because I didn't want to disappoint my first. As I slept in my excuse where excuse. My network was having issues. I begged my husband, I said, even if it's your last card, please buy this 5G for me so I will use that. I'll carry like this. Everybody see me stressed. No, it was so stressed. You see me, I was leg and now I don't add body. So if you know where you're coming from, being proactive will come naturally to you. Being proactive will come naturally to you. I'm telling you, being proactive will come naturally to you. They don't go tell you. You have to learn. And if you're within a community that is proactive, have not just accountability partners, but proactive partners. Motivation. Sometimes we used to do VG. We'll do classes like 3 times a week. Then on Sundays, we'll do VG. Because we tell ourselves, now Sundays, 9 up to some of my jobs I got them on a Sunday through having a proactive community. On Sunday like this, we'll do Saturdays through Sunday, we'll do VG. Say now Sundays in the higher, we'll do VG, pray. Then we'll tell each other how many I applied for 2 jobs today. This proposal I use. The other person will come and say, I like this your proposal, or may I try and but see my own. It's okay. That kind of thing. That's what we're doing, and we're motivating ourselves. And also pray for nice clients. As you're doing, pray as well. Pray as well. Put it, and you have to be consistent every day. Being online, being a virtual assistant takes a whole lot. It takes a whole lot. You have to be proactive. You have to be consistent. You have to show up every day. Every day. You don't have any excuse. One of our team members, she was battling divorce, but she was still showing up every day. Someone that they're paying how much? How many pounds? Now she was the first person to start any pounds. Now our team. First person. Now she has like 3 roles. They even promoted herself. And I have that kind of person. Me, I will not be motivated. They even promoted her. I can't mention how many pounds she's earning because people are recording the call. I can't. But please. I'm begging. Why I'm saying is I wish I could talk to that community, the ones I saw, like I tried hiring from there. I wish I could do a webinar like this for them. But sometimes if we talk, to not even enter the air. They'll be hearing it, but when they go back to their normal, we are all dealing with issues. But that shouldn't be an excuse for you not to be proactive. Show up, post on LinkedIn, post on Instagram, do a whole lot of things. If you have assignments, do the assignments and give yourself assignments. Give yourself assignments. Give each other assignments. Don't wait till they give you assignments. Don't wait till the next masterclass. Don't wait. Please, stop waiting. Stop telling nobody will tell you what to do. I woke up this morning. Did anybody tell you to bath? But you baited. Did anybody tell you to brush your teeth? No, don't brush your teeth now. Let it smell. The same thing too with upcoming online. You have to be proactive. And if it masters you, it will become natural when you have clients. Now clients will come even rush you. When I was pregnant, I couldn't take on more rules. I didn't find people to kind of like really outsource it to. So I had to go to my top colleagues, people that were earning. I can't split it with them now because money is small. So I now said, okay, can you guys, I referred like 3 people. 3. I was pregnant. I had to tell them upfront I couldn't take on more because the one I had, I'm managing because I started having what do they call this thing? I don't know, John, if you know. John, are you married?
Not yet.
Hopefully you get to marry an awesome lady. I started having baby brain, yes. I started forgetting things. So I'd rather use that energy, focus on my clients so that I won't forget things. You understand? So I didn't want to take on more and start lagging in the one I'm doing. So I said to now refer my colleagues, people I know that earn almost the same as me. So I now referred them and they got the job. So it will come to a point that people will don't, as in the person I even referred, the man had to reach out to me and tell me, okay, can you take, because he couldn't afford my rates. So I had to refer him to somebody who I know offers that rate. He had to come and increase, but he didn't still reach my rate. He had to increase the rate. I said, I can't. I still reject. I said, I can't. And I had to up and tell him I'm pregnant. So, oh, okay. I said, okay, but this is my colleague. She's awesome and you can work with her. And they're still working together till now. You get, so please, I'm begging. There's so many clients out there that are looking for amazing views. See, you see virtual assistants everywhere. See, the role it still needs more people. There are virtual assistants, but are there executive virtual assistants? There are lots of virtual assistants, but are there virtual assistants that can do the job? There might be 1,000, but out of that 1,000, people that are proactive enough, confidential, very important. If you don't reach 50, I'm telling you the truth. And before somebody will go ahead to hire an assistant, you have to check They have to cross-check you. They have to check before they count it because they know what it is, because they're giving you access to their password, to everything. Almost 90% of what they do in their role, they're giving you access to it. So they won't want to hire somebody that will end up, I don't know if you guys get. So please, please, being proactive is, it will help you. Hope I've made myself clear. Any
Wow.
questions?
Please go ahead and ask any question you like, You can drop it in the comment section in case you're shy.
Hey, I have a meeting now. Any questions? Please don't be shy, you. Don't be shy, you. Please see me. I put on my camera. I'm a very shy person, but see me putting on my camera. So please don't be shy. Ask questions. Ask. Raise up your hand. Raise up your hand. Unmute yourself and ask. Ifoma Ijepo, yes.
Yeah, hello, Blessing. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
I really appreciate this call. I'm so happy for what you've really given to us today. So, please, you said you got your first work from Upwork.
Yes.
Okay. Please, for us that don't really have connect to apply for jobs on Upwork, how did you do it on LinkedIn? Because you mentioned that you have more clients from LinkedIn, and that's where you're centered now for the jobs.
Okay. Is that all? Is that all? Okay, you're asking what are the most important tools to familiarize ourselves with. First, start with Google Workspace. All the tools in Google Workspace, because that's like major. Most people use Microsoft. Microsoft and Google Workspace are kind of similar, but Microsoft is mostly, it's kind of paid for. Google Workspace too is also paid for, but clients pay for it, but it's more popular. I haven't worked with clients that use Microsoft yet, but Google Workspace, you have to use Google Workspace, learn how to use your Google, obviously Google Docs, Google Slides, learn how to communicate, how to use some project management tools like Trello, ClickUp, Monday.com. Learn, those are kind of like the basic starting points, of course, especially for admin roles. Learn how to, then if you want to be an engaged, if you know how to comment very well, you're very good with writing good English, you're very good at assimilating words, you can go on to be help support your clients in doing some PR jobs, like maybe client management, doing some outreaches, help them get clients, organic lead generation. Um, like I mostly engage with my clients on LinkedIn. Uh, you, I think those are the basic things, starting points, because like I mentioned earlier, every executive has different uh, executive style, different brand voice, different tools they use. So I think you can give yourself an assignment, go to Upwork, find out if you can get like 20 virtual assistant job descriptions. 20. Gather the job descriptions, compare and contrast, and see the popular tools out of the 20 tools that were mentioned more. So let's say 20, all the 20 has ClickUp. 20, all the 20 has Google Workspace. That are the skills they need. That should be your starting point. You get. So that's an assignment for you. Go Upwork, gather most of the virtual assistant job descriptions. You can use ChatGPT, gather it, and paste it in ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT to help you list out all the tools that all the tools and skills that were mentioned there, and tools that you can learn. Looking at all the tools that were mentioned there, and you can start from there if you know how to use ChatGPT. Then, Ifeoma, you mentioned about getting clients on LinkedIn. It's all about positioning. And if you've learned, like you know yourself very well, you know you can serve, you know you can support, position yourself, tell your stories, your starting points, how you started, you know, post content, even if it's 3 times a week. Then engage with other industry experts, people who are doing different things, who also posting, people you would like to work for. Engage with them. You see them, you say, okay, I would like to work with this person. Engage on their content, learn from their content. That's one beautiful thing about LinkedIn too. We learn. If I'm engaged and I learn certain things and I impute it. Like I was listening to one TEDx talk last night. Someone posted about it and it came out yesterday. I was listening to it, talking about purpose and why. You understand? Purpose in our career. Having a purpose in whatever it is you're doing that will help you to, not just see your career as another money making listen, but make you have a purpose. But I'm yet to finish listening to it. I need to listen to it over and again, but that's the main point. So you can learn from it, position yourself, post content, engage, optimize your profile. Let it speak. What do you do? You understand? Although I learned, I had to pay somebody to learn about LinkedIn. I joined a class and it was for a month last year. So I learned from it and I started implementing everything I learned on LinkedIn. And so I've been on LinkedIn for a while, but I wasn't implementing. So I had to join to learn how to, and I did, and it has been helping me so far, so good. Somebody mentioned about community. Community mustn't be like a large group. I don't even like large communities. I have a community, my own community. I have the one I'm talking about where we proactive members. We are like, I remove people because they were not proactive. So currently we're just 7 there. Then the next one, I started a community of exceptional virtual assistants. People who I know are proactive, people I know who are doing a lot of things in the industry that are known for their job, they're known for their proactiveness. So I added them. It's not really like a large community, but people I know that if I have a job right now, my hands are full, I need to outsource, I know them very well, I can easily outsource to them. So being a community helps. And right now you're also in a community because you're obviously enjoying this masterclass. So I know that most of you here know yourselves, but how do you know yourself enough to be proactive? How many of you here are proactive enough? You can decide to say, okay, let's do this together. This is what John has taught us. This is what we've learned so far this month. How can we implement it? Because that's what we did after we did the training together last year. And that's how we, the first group I mentioned, we finished. And I was like, no, I still need, some kind of, so I reached out to people I know that I made friends with, and we started, supporting ourselves, doing classes together. So community can be it mustn't be plenty in the community, but it's helpful, especially if people there are proactive, they're trustworthy, you can give yourself assignments, you can learn, it's a whole lot, but it's a journey, one day at a time. Me, I'm still learning, as you see me here, so I have people that I'm looking up to. I'm still learning from them. Like there's so many people doing exploits, I'm still learning from them, and it's not I want to be where they are. I don't know what they're passing through, but I admire what they do. You understand? And what they do drives me to be better. You get? So yes, I hope I have answered questions here. Yes, you said recommended communities to join. I said community can start from here, where you are right now. Start from here. Grow with each other. If you see anybody that is dulling, promote that person straight up. Anybody that is dulling your spirit, come on that person straight up. No rooms, no for this country. They are giving me excuse. But so I have friends, I've made friends, people I commot them from. Now me use my hand commot them. Straight up. Someone mentioned saying they don't pour holy water for you. Straight up. I said I don't need dulling. Tinubu is not smiling at me, I'm not smiling. You understand? So because they got comfortable with where they are, and I can't be comfortable because you're earning how much? Do you know that people are earning? No, now. So start from here and continue. Yeah, John, you wanted to say something?
All right. Thank you so much. So on behalf of everyone here, I want to extend a heartfelt appreciation to you, Mrs. Blessing, for delivering such an inspiring and informative section. I must confess that your deep knowledge and practical insights have truly opened our eyes and to new possibilities in the VA niche. And also, I want to thank everyone, for showing up for for this masterclass. And once again, thank you so much, Mrs. Blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for being part of this masterclass.
No problem. Happy to be here. I never knew I would stay longer than I did. Like I currently have a team meeting now. I'm like, what am I still doing? What am I still doing here? So yes, I'm happy to be here and happy